morning to our lecturer. My name is NURUL HUSNA BINTI HELMY. My metric number is 272660. We are from Group 11. We will present about our topic, which is organizational structures. We need to make a research about one company that can we relate about organizational structures. We have decided and choose the company that we want to talk, which is a Nestle company. First of all, we need to know what is organizational structures and what company's Nestle products brand. So we need to know what is organizational structures. Organizational structures is a system that outlines how certain activities are directed to order to achieve the goals of organization. This activity can include rules, roles, and responsibilities. The organizational structure also determines how information flows between levels within a company. For example, in a centralized structure, decision flows from the top down, while in a decentralized structure, decision-making power is distributed among various levels of the organizations. As we know, Nestle is the world's largest food company. Nestle owns a wide range of brands and produces an array of products such as Milo, Nestle, KitKat, and many more. So in this video, we will talk about their problem issues and challenges that faced by Nestle. We will also give some suggestions to overcome the challenges. And lastly, we will give some implication of the suggestion that we suggest. Thank you.
Hi, my name is NADHIRAH SHARHANA binti BORHAN, metric number 264994. I will explain about the problems arise that related to the organizational structure of Nestle. One of the problems that arise is confusion of authority. As Nestle uses matrix structure, it has dual lines of authority that combines functional and product department. This means that the employees have two bosses that they need to report to, which is to their functional department and product department. Besides, matrix structure breaks the concept of unity of command, and without it, the uncertainty of who reports to whom is likely to be increased, and it shows poor communication between the department. Second problem that arises is conflicts between managers and projects. As employees need to respond to more than one manager, and at the same time they might be working on multiple projects, it leads to employees become conflicted between managers and projects. For example, an employee who is in the functional department is supposed to work on the assigned project by the manager of product department, but he is unsure whether to do the assigned project task or do his daily job for his real department manager. The third problem that arises is managers of one department disagrees with another manager during the process of decision making. Because of the characteristic of matrix structure, the decisions need to go through both managers. Besides, as we are facing current pandemic situation, it will be harder to agree on a decision as employees are required to work from home and all meetings are conducted on an online platform. Managers or any employees might have difficulties to attend to the online meetings as they may have personal problems related to the environment at home. If there are disagreements, the decision-making process might take longer time than it's supposed to. Next, the fourth problem faced by the organization is the order of raw materials received in inventory is inaccurate. For example, when Nestle's purchasing department ordered its dealer 10,000 mixed yogurt, the vendor only received 8,000 of them. This kind of problem can lead to the inability to produce required output. As it cannot produce the actual output, the company's performance will be affected. The fifth problem is managers felt that they are losing their powers. Due to the Global Business Excellence Program that was adopted by the organization, the company information is made to be available to all of its employees. No one is considered more influential than the other just because he has the information that the others do not know. It also been said that there are too much information that are being disclosed to the employees, which is enough to make the managers to feel that way. Lastly, due to the COVID-19 outbreaks, the employees, especially in the management, need to quickly adapt to the new environment, or we can call it rapid reskilling. They are forced to build a new mindset and learn additional skills as how to adapt to the changing environment. For example, they need to learn about advanced technology as most of the process will not be done physically anymore. Also, they need to be prepared for changes in workload in this pandemic. As everyone is required to practice the new normal, such as work from home, the employees are exposed to totally new routine.
Hi, I am Syaidatul Athirah binti KHAIRULNIZAM, metric number 273830. I will be presenting the challenges that faced by Nestle. Every organization in a company must have challenges to deal with. Nestle also face challenges in their organization. By overcoming these challenges is what separates successful companies from failed companies. The first challenge faced by Nestle is confusion about roles and responsibilities when there is conflict between managers and projects. Matrix structure has dual lines of authority, so employees will get different tasks from different managers. Sometimes they will get tasks that are outside from their job scope. They are also confused with whom they should get the information and sometimes fail to share important information with those who need it. This will cause frustration when projects are not implemented or get halted due to lack of communication and coordinated efforts. Secondly, the challenge is delayed decisions when the manager of one department disagrees with another manager decision. This happens because there are several departments that are working on different aspects in a project, so there is no specific person that has final authority in making decisions, even among the decision makers. This is very challenging, especially when the managers are not used to share decision making. Although every manager from each department is involved in the project, but it is not clear who is responsible to make the decision for the whole project. Therefore, no one is steering the ship in completing the project. Thirdly, Nestle is facing challenge in measuring employee performance. When implementing matrix structure, Nestle will be difficult to measure employee performance in working a project. This is because employees must perform more than one role, both functionally and in project tasks, and it can lead to overload work. It can reduce the effectiveness among them when employees must perform more than one role. This can affect the outcome of the project as the employees could not concentrate on their main tasks. The other challenge that faced by Nestle is misaligned goals. This challenge often occurs when managers that working on the same project have different goals. This will lead to interpersonal conflict because they are working at cross purposes. Conflicting goals happen when there is a lack of shared vision for a bigger picture and power struggle. The managers need to understand that they are working in a team, whether they are report to the same person or not, and make sure their goals are linked to the same vision as people that they are working with. If not, it can lead to chaos within departments of the organization, carrying out agendas that mutually debilitating. Lastly, the challenge faced by Nestle is conflicting loyalties. This is because people do not feel themselves as part of the team when they are oriented along reporting lines, not around the work. This is because attention is diverted in the wrong direction when the focus is on power and control rather than the goal itself. Conflict that occurs between functional managers and line managers arise around prioritizing projects and allocating resources. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day to Dr. Indra and everyone. I am KUGEN SUKUMURAN and my metric number is 267607. Today, I want to present about the recommendations for the problems faced by Nestle Berhad. Regarding to the first problem, the company should adopt hierarchical structure to overcome their problem in confusion of authority. A hierarchical structure has varying degrees of authority and control. This means that the employees would have a direct managers to whom they will report their work progression. This facilitates the flow of information and ensure that employees know from where their direction and job orders originated. Next is a recommendation of second problem in Nestle Berhad. Manager should assign work to employee in basis of priority over the completion of work. Managers of every department should assign the work according to its priority and assign other work upon to the completion of previous work that assigned to employee. For instance, managers can have project management software to ensure that the employees are on track with their assigned job. Next is the recommendation of third problem. The company should adopt hierarchical organization structure to enable them clearly and precisely in making decision of company. Because when they using this type of organizational structure, the information and decision flows from top level management to low level management, which required company employees to obey and follow the decision. It's also eliminating disagreement between both managers in functional and production department because they have to obey the order from top level management. Next is recommendation of fourth problem is avoid loss or inaccurate in receiving order raw material from an automated inventory management system. The technique, procedure or system by which a process is managed and or controlled by highly automated systems such as electronic devices, which can minimize human involvement and error. Next is the recommendation of fifth problem. By establishment of a new globe business excellence arm into an integrated Asia, Oceania, Middle East zone and Europe as it strives to further exploit its reach and keep up with changing the economic trends. The business seek to better exploit its size and expertise by putting all multiple roles together under one responsibility and to represent its client and customer more efficiently and cost effectively. It has been implemented since 2015 as a whole company, showing a good result in financial performance and financial strength in a Nestle company across the world. Besides, it also enables every company employee to get know about their company's performance in order them to enhance and increase the performance to achieve the company objective. For instance, managers will able to assign the task to the employees according to the respective department because both manager and employees knows well about the company and its performance. Last recommendation is the company managers should come out with creative and innovative ideas to sustain their employees' performance. Although it is a new norm, which is work from home, managers should emphasize the idea of collaborative learning environment through online platform and corporate e-learning, which is convenient and easy to use so that the employee can easily reintegrate and adapt new improvement taking place within the company. That's all. Thank you.
My name is AFIQAH Binti Muhammad Said. My metric number is 272536 and I'm the leader of Group 11. What is the meaning organizational structure and what the implication organizational structure in Nestle company? Organizational structure is the method by which an organization communicates, distribute responsibility, and adapt to change. According to reference for business, organizational structure is how a company utilizes its resources to achieve its goal. A company needs to keep its structure dynamic so that it can respond to the things that impact organizational structure. The company that can adapt is be able to survive. So, for a business to succeed and grow, there must be a fit between its organizational structure and the industry in which it operates. Evidence of a bad organizational structure includes low productivity, high employee turnover, and hiring problem, misalignment between technology and decision making, and the inability for the business to grow. And this also happened in the organizational structure of the Nestle company. In Nestle company, there have several implications that can be impact in their organizational structure. First, increase the potential and motivation of the employees. Second, resolve conflict through principle will provide the ability and competence for a manager. Third, make a wise decision and choice that can affect the other life and organizational. Fourth, the impact of inventory on the organizational performance. And last, competing by taking opportunities to improve the company's performance. The first implication is increase the potential and motivation of employees. So, according to the problem about the authority confusion does not necessarily occurs in the company due to the higher matrix structure of the organizational area. It allows multiple departments to communicate and collaborate on one project. As a result, employees will respond to some manager rather than unuseful manager. Problem unit can be solved more quickly, and company-wide interaction can increase even during this COVID-19 pandemic. In addition, it will increase the motivation of employees, such as employees who have more output and input. Next, it resolve the conflict through principle will provide the ability and competence for a manager. Project management is the process of leading in the work of team to achieve goals and meet success criteria and specific time. In project management, there have several phases, which is project start, project planning, project implementation, and project termination. The project manager is responsible for completing the initial, planning, implementation, and termination phase for a project. Company organization will success depends on the manager. The role of the manager is to measure feasibility of the company and form the order activity required to meet the objective. This should be ready to build an environment so that plan need to accomplish to succeed in the desire and keep company going to speed. It is important for manager to have a variety of expertise such as like management, leadership, technical build relationship, and resolution of conflict. The third implication is individual must make a wise decision and choice that can affect the other's life and organization and company. Decision making refers to making choice between alternative action that may include inactivity. While it can be said that management is someone who can make decisions, but half of decisions made by manager in the organization can also lead to failure. Decision making is a multi-step process and environmental conditions also affect the quality of decision making behavior. The next implication is the impact of inventory on the organizational performance. The impact of inventory divided into three categories, which is time, cost, and risk. And last but not least, the implication is competing in taking opportunities to improve the company's performance. This is because it to maintain their capabilities and attract customers to be in a good position when the company is in a stable condition. Therefore, Nestle company is no exception to improve the quality of their company.
My name is SYAZWANA binti SHAHRUN. My metric number 265099. So I will present the conclusion. In conclusion, the hierarchical structure refers to the change of command of an organization, normally from the top management and executive to low-level employees. The reporting method will become more organized through this structure rather than
employees have two managers that they need to report whether is to their functional department and to their product department, because they are really confusing and blended them. Besides that, a hierarchical structure provides for efficient control of employees and increase and effective communication between the top level management and employees. The company should adopt hierarchical organization structure to enable them to clearly and precisely in making decision of company, because when they are using this type of organizational structure, the information and decision flows from the top level management to the low level management, which require them, the company employees, to obey and follow the decision. It also eliminating the disagreement between both manager in functional and productions department, because they must obey the order from the top level management. For the example, decisions from executive and non-executive chairmen. Besides that, manager and employees should give priority to their work first rather than other matters, because during this pandemic COVID-19, many companies close their operations and many people are jobless. So in addition, this report analyze reasons for changes in organizations and different change order that Nestle company has undergone till now. Nestle operates at a high level of local responsiveness and a high level of global integration throughout this transition from multi-domestic to transnational companies by creating low-cost procurement opportunity and cost efficiency. That's all from me. Thank you.